Hi y'all, it's me. I'm here to share my very first design team projects with you for Kscraft Lovers shop, which is located on AliExpress. I'll be sure to put the link down to the shop below in the description box, as well as links to the items that were used in the making of these projects. I'll also link the other designers for Kscraft Lovers in the event that you want to see what they're doing with their dies. So let me show you first the dies that I used to create my project for you today. I used the heart frame die, which is this one. And just so you know, when you do cut this out, it is only the frame. It is not the interior part. It's just the frame, the outer edge. I used the balloon frame, which is this one here. I used the heart lace doily, which is this. The angel wing bow, and the featured item mostly is the candy stand. Super cute die. So that's the dies that I used, and the paper collection that I used for this particular set of projects is Party Time, in the event that you want to look for that paper for your projects. And I'll start by telling you, when my daughter was younger, her birthday parties, we always did age appropriate, meaning if she was turning 7, she had 7 guests. If she was 8, she had 8. So to make handmade party things wasn't a problem for me, so I never had to do a lot. So I don't know that you'd necessarily want to do what I'm about to show you for a bunch of people, but you definitely could do it for smaller groups. So I'll start off with the invitation. And as you can see here, I used the heart frame die on the outer edge. For the inner portion, I took the balloon die, this here, and I cut out all the balloons and the strings down here, only using the remaining piece to create the celebrate part. When you cut this out, it punches out these letters, and so I cut another set in white and inlaid them into this area here. Now for the card itself, you can see that I've double layered the pattern paper, and then I glittered some of the polka dots on the piece here. I also added some rickrack and some bling on the tires. Up here I used the angel wing bow, super cute, with some bling in the center. Now a tip for you, when you're cutting out this top portion of this die, if you want to do stripes, the easiest way to do it is to cut out 2 pieces of this top section. 2 of them, one in one color and one in another. Then what you're going to do is take one of them and you're going to cut out every other section. As you can see those score lines there, just cut out every other section, and that will give you the appearance of having stripes without actually trying to lay down stripes. So that's just one way to use that die. Also, when you're cutting the bottom out, the back piece is red, obviously. I cut a same piece in black, and I just put glue on the back of the black cardstock that I cut out. I laid it exactly on top of the red one, right where it goes, and then I trimmed away the rest, and it was easy to line up the wheels. The spokes lined up perfectly and everything. So that's a tip for that. Okay, on the interior, I used the heart frame again, a smaller one. I printed this from the internet, and the balloons that were removed from here were used in the interior. So that's the card I created. The next item I created were place cards, and this is the place card. And as you can see, the all the cards were made exactly the same way. I cut the paper exactly the same, layered everything exactly the same, rickrack, glittered the circles on the paper, and these do stand, as you can see, and it's on a tent, like a tent stand. And to do that, basically all you have to do, and I'll show you briefly, is you get a piece of paper that measures 2 1/4 by 7 1/2 inches, and then you're going to score it at 1/4 inch, 3 1/2 inch, and 4 1/4 inch. So you put that on your scoreboard, you score those up, then you fold them on the score line, and you can see I have some adhesive there. I'm not going to remove it to do this, I'm just going to show you. You can either fold it over to close it up, and then as you'll see here, it kind of is at a slant. That way when the name card is on the table, it's not straight up and down, it's off to a slant so you can see it or read it better. So that's how I did that one. The next item that I want to share with you is a rosette that I made. That's using the Heart Lace Doily die 2 times. Created a rosette. Then I made a cart, and I'll explain to you in a second how I did that. There's a angel wing bow there and some rickrack on a straw, as you can see there. That matches my paper, which was so fun. So in order to create that little mimic of the bigger candy station, I took it to my copier after I cut it out, and I printed it. Now, I printed it in black. I thought I was going to do it in red. That's why I'm showing red. But I did it in black so that the tires would be black and I wouldn't have to piece those. All I had to cut out was the body and the top and then these little poles. And that's how I achieved that right there. And as you can see, it is a quite different size from the one that I used here. So that was the rosette wand. The next item that I have to share with you is a gift bag, and simply all I did was take the heart frame and cut a few pieces off of it to make those borders, the angel wing bow, and then again the candy station cart embellished the same as the others. Everything is consistent. The last, 2 other items, I actually have a water bottle, so I basically covered the bottle with red and then added one of the carts on it. Thought that was kind of a cute way to present the water bottles on the table. And finally, the last item I have to share with you, I created a little candy box. Now, I'm going to be careful not to tip it or candy will come out, but you can see there, it's just the 2 carts. And then what I did was I created a box to go in the middle of those 2 so that it would hold the candy. And I'll show you how I did that as well. I simply took a piece of cardstock that measured 4 1/4 by 4 1/4. You're scoring it at 3/4 of an inch on all 4 sides, and then those dot lines mean that you cut there. So I'm not going to do a really great job on this. I just want to kind of give you the idea. You're going to cut that. You're going to fold on your score lines, and then you're simply going to bring those tabs in and glue them in place to create your box. You do that on both sides, and then you'll have your little box there, and then you just glue the base of the candy station onto the side of the little candy dish. So there you have it. That is my first projects that I've created for Kaya's Craft Lovers. I hope you enjoyed it. Please leave me a comment down below, and please be sure to shop at Kscrafts. I will again link everything down below for you so you can check it all out. So until next time, thank you for watching and do what makes you happy. Bye for now.